Welcome to Lesson 28A, Authorization in Web Forms. Authorization refers to the process of determining what a user is authorized to do in your web application. Authorization works the same way regardless of how the user is authenticated. Authorization is configured by using the authorization element in the web.config file. The authorization element can include multiple deny and allow elements. These elements are used to deny and grant access to resources, respectively. These are the attributes of the deny and allow elements. Users. This attribute is used to identify one or more users. You can identify users by name, or you can use the question mark to represent all anonymous users and the asterisk to represent all unauthenticated users. The roles attribute is used to identify one or more roles. The verbs attribute is used to identify the HTTP verb. The default is all. The ASP.NET Website Administration tool, demonstrated in both Lesson 5 and Lesson 26, can be used to configure authentication. In this lesson, you deny access to your web application for all unauthenticated users. The hint for this lesson is, use the ASP.NET Website Administration tool to configure the authorization element of your web.config file, and there are no lesson requirements. To get started with this lesson, select New Project, ASP.NET Web Application, and enter Lesson 28A for the name of the application. Finally, click the OK button. Open the web.config file in the root of the application. Go down to the system.web element and add an authorization element that denies access to all unauthenticated users. By using a question mark to represent all anonymous users. Now click the F5 button. Ooh, that is not a pretty sight. It did redirect us to the login page because that's the only page that's automatically authenticated, but it did not include the styles page, which you really need to style that sheet up. So let's add to our web.config for the site.css page, which is our cascading style sheet. Ah, much better. Still, we only have access to the login page. Whoop, and the registration page? How is that possible? Let's go back and look at our application. If you look in the account folder, it has its own web.config file that is granting access to the register.aspx page to unauthenticated users.